Can I just talk to y'all? Because that's really what I want to do right now. I just want to talk. Well, let me start here. I've been going through a period where I know I talked to you guys about how I go through ugly stages or ugly periods. And I think that I'm at the ebb of another one, at the very beginning of one. Um, but because my past experiences is not as bad as it has been before, because I've learned how to deal with it. I'm learning how to reprimand these situations. And one of the reasons that I feel like I started turning this path into this ugly stage is because of relationships, which is so dumb when I say it out loud. It's just like, why would a relationship or lack thereof really affect you the way it does, or it has, but it does. But when I was in class, let's start there. I had this realization that I have self-esteem issues, which every person has, but I understand where they come from. I had someone that's really detrimental to my life, and really early on in my life tell me that I wasn't beautiful and that I wasn't pretty, and they told me that at a time that was very detrimental to my growth. So at the position in which I was, they told me that I asked them, I said, hey, am I pretty? Am I beautiful? And they told me no. And this person that said these things to me, I esteemed them to be someone that I really and truly valued their opinion. And this is what they told me. And you never really think that those things affect you, but they do. And it wasn't until I was sitting in class and it hit me like a ton of bricks that I really internalized that message. And the message was that you're not beautiful, you're not overly attractive, but you're not unattractive. You're an attractive girl. That's what I was told. You're an attractive girl, but you're not that attractive. And it's so crazy because, like I said, it hit me in class that I have internalized that message, because that's exactly how I feel about myself. Exactly. And it's so funny that the day previous to me sitting in class, I was having a conversation with one of my line sisters, and I told her that. And she was like, what? That's crazy. Da, da, da. And I told her, that's the way I feel. And she was like, where are you getting these messages from? And I said, it's just from my mind. I don't know. And then it hit me in class, like, that's where I got this message from. It was a flashbulb memory. And I remembered it. I remembered the conversation. I remember how I felt. I remember what I did. And I remember going into my room and just crying, because it was just like everything that I was feeling was solidified, was confirmed. And from that moment, I've taken that and internalized it, and it's what I truly believe, which is I'm just okay. I'm not beautiful. I'm not anything that anybody should be excited about. And that's come to pass with so many relationships. Just about every guy that I've ever been involved with, I've asked him numerous times, why do you like me? Why do you talk to me? Why do you have interest in me? Why do you pay attention to me? Because I believe that I'm nothing that nobody should pay attention to. So, and it's crazy because it hit me like a ton of bricks. And I was just like, wow. But then again, here I am with all this stuff. And I'm like, what do I do? Like, how do I know this now. I get it. And because I'm so realistic, I'm always stuck at this cross point between how much of that is true and how much of it isn't. Like, maybe I am just okay and not beautiful or whatever. Maybe that's just my truth. Do I just become okay with that truth? Or do I challenge it and say, no, you're more than okay. You're more than just an attractive girl, or you are something that somebody should pay attention to, or that somebody should actually want to pursue. Do I do that, or do I just accept that you may just be average and that's okay to be average? I don't know. But I came to the conclusion that I have to challenge it because it doesn't glorify me, and it doesn't make me feel validated. I was watching Super Soul Sunday, which I watch every Sunday. I recommend that everybody watch it. That's my Sunday regimen. But yes, and there was a doctor, and I can't even remember her name right now, but she was on there, and she got her doctorate in shame. She studied shame, and she was talking about the difference between shame and guilt. and what shame looks like and what guilt looks like. And shame is you do something bad, you know, you make a mistake and it's, I'm so dumb, I'm so stupid, how could I do that, I'm such a dumb person. And guilt is, that was a stupid action, that was dumb, that act was dumb, but I'm not a dumb person. I don't internalize those feelings of dumb or unworthiness or whatever. And then it hit me again that that's exactly what I do to myself all the time. If I make any mistake, it's not that mistake, it's me. I'm a procrastinator. I'm weak. I'm not efficient. I'm not a good leader. I'm not this. I'm not pretty enough. Not just I had a bad day. I'm not pretty. I'm not attractive. I'm not smart enough. I'm not good enough. These are things that go through my mind every day. And I realize that it's because I have shame and I don't have guilt. I can't separate the two. I mesh them. So whatever I do, I automatically assume that it's who I am. If that makes sense. And sometimes that's not the case, which is what she was explaining. And then she took it back to the parent-child relationship. And I know growing up that when my mother would get upset with me, she would say things like, you're so dumb, your dumb ass did this, or you so fucking stupid, or your retarded ass. And I know she only said it out of anger, and you can't really fault your parents because they only do the best they can. But I realized that when you're being told that by such an important figure in your life, and it's such an impressionable age, it's hard not to internalize those values and those words and those sayings. So I understood that that's where that came from. Like, that's why when I mess up, because when I messed up as a child, those were the messages that were told to me. So when I mess up, that's my pathology because that's all I've ever been told. And so it was so refreshing to hear that because now I get it and I understand that it's not necessarily true. It's just what I've been doing. It's what I've been continually, it's the cycle that I have been continuing. And I want to reprimand it. And I don't know, I'm excited about it because I just had this revelation today and it seemed like it should be sad and in tears, but I'm not because I feel free. Like, I can accept that I'm not that person. I'm not dumb. I'm not stupid. I make stupid mistakes, but who doesn't? And I feel like those feelings have been stifling me because I've been holding myself to that and saying that you're dumb and you're not good enough and not being able to get up because I've been saying that it's me and not my action. Even with all the things that reprimand or go against what I'm telling myself, I still pay attention to those moments. So, yeah. But I love my mama. And don't take this as a bash at her because she did the best she could. And I understand that. But I just want to share with you guys.